this video, we are going to cover exactly how to start a stationery business. I truly believe that right now is the perfect time for a business of this nature. And as a stationery entrepreneur who has ventured into business coaching and consulting, I feel like I'm the perfect person to walk you through this. And so if you are looking to start a stationery business, or perhaps you just want to hear from someone who does have a stationery business, then this video is for you. Hey, if you're new here, and hey, if you are just coming back, my name is Shanice, and my purpose is to ensure that online moneymakers are able to, one, maximize their presence, and two, increase their sales. And so my goal for this video is to share with you 9 things that are really essential to starting a stationery business. Now, as we start this video off, I do want to mention to you that what I'll do is I'm going to share 9 things that are truly essential when starting your stationery business. However, these things are not to be considered as step by step. Instead, it is more of a cyclical process. Truly, a business is cyclical. So some of the things you're going to do it once, you're going to need to go back and do it or improve upon them. So don't think of this as something that I just need to check this box. Instead, think of it as things that you may need to adjust and change over time, but it is essential to know the basics of it all. So that's what we're going to cover in this video, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the first thing that is not a step. When starting a business, for many people, the very first place they land is an idea. So maybe you got this idea to start a stationery business, or perhaps you have a problem and you're like, you know what, this product could solve my problem. And so now that you've created a product for yourself, you want to go ahead and create that product for other people. That was exactly my story. So I could never find a planner that worked perfectly for me. And so I decided to make my own planner. I love using sticky notes, and I was like, what if this could be bold and colorful and pretty? So I created sticky notes that were bold and colorful and pretty. So however you arrive at your idea, what you do need to be doing in this step is really trying to flesh that idea out. So yes, you have the idea for a problem that you could solve, but how exactly can the problem be solved best? So for instance, if time management is an issue for you, perhaps one idea could be to create a planner, or another idea could be to create a notepad. So in this idea generation phase, you want to employ strategies like brainstorming as well as doing research so that you're really able to bring that idea to life. This is where you get to put your why to your idea. This is where you get to establish your purpose for venturing into business. And this is truly where you get to enjoy being an entrepreneur. So take some time with your idea and ensure that it's a solid one before you move into anything else. The second thing I want to talk about in this video is the importance of niche and market research. So once you've had an idea, now you need to go ahead and narrow that idea down. So yes, you want to create a planner, but who do you specifically want to create that planner for? You need to answer that question before you're able to actually design the planner itself, because depending on who you're designing that planner for, you need to know who it's for, right? So I want you to spend some time thinking about your audience. Who are you creating this for? As well as spend some time doing deeper market research. So go on platforms like Reddit and type in a specific problem like time management and see what pops up. Go on social media, put in planner and kind of see what pops up. This is going to give you an idea of aesthetic. So what are the types of planners that people are purchasing? This is also going to give you an idea of problems that you could potentially target. So once you have an idea, you now need to go and do deeper research so that you're really able to, again, bring that idea to life. The next thing I want to cover in this video is product creation and sourcing. So now that you've had your idea, now that you've done some market research and you know your target audience, now you need to look into creating your product. So creating your products can be done in a number of different ways. So the first approach you could take is going the handmade route. So say you want to create a planner, right? You could create a handmade planner. For instance, here's a simple way that you could create one. So I have this binder that I bought on Amazon, and it allows me to create a customizable planner. So this is something that I was like, you know what? I can't find a planner that works for me. I'm going to go ahead and create customizable planners. And so in this planner, what I have are insertable sheets, right? So I can quickly insert sheets as I need, and I can truly customize this planner to suit my needs. And this is a simple approach to a handmade planner, right? Because it doesn't take a lot of work. So you can sell the inserts by themselves, or you can sell the binder and the inserts. So lots of options for people to customize their planners, and that is a quick handmade approach that you could take. So say now you actually want to create notepads. Again, you can do this a handmade approach. You could create handmade notepads for people to use. This is simple and easy to create at home, and I actually do have a video on how to create notepads here on my YouTube channel. So if you're like, you know what, handmade is not for me at all, I know that from the jump, I need a supplier, then there are a couple of resources I have for you. So I do have an ebook. It's called More Than a Vendor List, and this is going to provide you with suppliers for 15 stationery products. So if you are not sure which stationery product is best to address the need of your target audience, then perhaps you can get that ebook and look at the different products that are available, look at the different sourcing options, and see what you can find from there. Or if you already know your product, it is always a good idea to find suppliers who are trustworthy to help you to bring that product to life. And so in terms of product creation and sourcing, this is where you need to think about how best can I create a product that addresses the needs of my target audience. And then you want to think about how best can I get this product made or manufactured to, again, fill that need. And you can go the handmade route, and this is an example of a handmade notepad. Or you can go the manufactured route, and this is an example of a manufactured notepad. So different options for you to get started here, and this is where you want to start thinking about it before you actually start the business. So the next thing we're going to cover is design and packaging. So once you've decided on your stationery product and you've decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do handmade, or I'm going to go ahead and do manufactured, now you need to get to that design. So if you are going manufactured, a lot of companies are going to have sizing details. So they're going to tell you the size that they're offered. They're going to tell you how exactly to design your product. Lots of companies also offer templates for you to use. And so you are truly able to design your product to match the specifications of your manufacturer. If you are going the handmade route, think about the capabilities of the products you already have. So if you have a printer, what size paper can you print? How best can you cut the paper down to save time? So when you're designing your products, you want to think about efficiency for the user, but you also want to think about you and how much time it's going to take you to make this product for the profit that it could possibly generate. When it concerns packaging, there are lots of different options. Within the stationery niche, a lot of people either ship in boxes or with bubble mailers, and I'm going to show you exactly what those look like. So this is one of the bigger boxes that I ship in, and I typically ship journals in this box. If somebody ordered like lots of sticky notes, journals, notepads, like a bundle, I typically ship bundles in this box. Then you also have bubble mailers. So this is great again for bigger orders, and then the small one for smaller orders. Lots of people also use craft envelopes. So if you're shipping things like stickers, you can use craft envelopes, and because those are lightweight, you can actually ship those for free. So lots of different options as it concerns shipping. You want to kind of see what's available in your area, and then go to Amazon and find different packaging elements to kind of bring your brand together. So another thing you need to consider is how exactly is my product going to look. So I sell sticky notes and notepads, and usually I just put them into these little bags. So you do have that option. Sometimes with notepads, I would put a wrap around it that just says notepad. So lots of different options. What you really want to focus on is making sure that your brand is able to stand out. So if that is to put a little wrap around this or something like that, or to put your stamp on the back of the product, anything to make sure that your brand is able to stand out. So now we're at pricing. Now, when it comes to running a stationery business, you need to make sure that you are pricing your products accurately. So when it comes to pricing, I feel the biggest thing for a lot of people is they don't take the small things into consideration. So your pricing should not just be making a profit on what you've paid for the item. You need to factor in the time that it took you to design or pay a designer. How much did you pay them and how can you best divide that up? You need to think about hosting and website fees. You need to think about taxes. You need to think about things like packaging, right? So all of those little things are investments, and all of that need to be worked back into the final price of the product. So I find that a lot of stationery entrepreneurs are not pricing their products accurately, and before you know it, they are burnt out from the business and they're not seeing huge returns. So I do want to let you know that pricing is something you should take very seriously, and make sure that you're taking all things into consideration when it concerns putting that product out there. All right, so of course, this would not be complete without talking about legal matters. So I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer, I cannot help you with your LLC. What I can say is that these are things you need to research, right? So you need to research the requirements for your state, for your country, as it concerns getting your business registered. I know in a lot of cases you can start off without registration, and I'm speaking again here from personal experience. So you can start off your business like on a platform like Etsy without any registration. But as your business grows, this is definitely something that you want to consider. So just make sure you're thinking about not only taxes, not only registering your business, but also ongoing management for your finances. So think about a way to save receipts, right? Especially if you're purchasing product, you're purchasing inventory. What's your receipt tracking system? What's your accounting system? How are you budgeting your money? How are you setting yourself up to potentially apply for a business credit card or apply for business loans? So you want to think about these things early on in your business. The next thing I want to talk about here is entrepreneurial duties. So as you venture into the world of starting your own business, lots of things are going to come with it. And so what I like to do is set specific days for different activities. So one day like today is my content creation day. So I've been working on content all day. Then another day is my CEO day. So this is the day that I sit down to work on the website, work on different products that I want to launch. I also take some time to work on responding to customers and just different things that really make the business continue to thrive. And then as a product-based business who actually ships products from home, then one thing I do need to set aside time for is packing and shipping orders. And that does take up quite a bit of time. Now that I'm in a phase of my business where I'm not doing so much of the product-based business, I do have more time on my hands for other things. But if you are going to be shipping products from your home, just know that it does take up a lot of time. Of course, there are some things to make shipping products a lot easier and simpler for you. When I first started shipping products, I would buy 8.5 by 11 adhesive papers. I would print it out. I would cut that paper down in 4 to get the labels. But as my business grew, I was able to invest in something like a label printer to save time. So I just want you to start thinking about these things because they do matter as you look to start your business. And sorry if it seems like my lighting is changing, you guys. I'm actually recording this video pretty late in the day and the sun just went down. But we're going to wrap this video up as we hop into the next thing. All right, so I actually have 2 more things to mention for you here, and then we're going to be all done with this video. So the next thing I want to talk about is marketing. It is really, really, really essential that you cultivate a marketing plan as you are in this space of starting that business. So as mentioned previously, you need to be thinking about who is your target audience, right? Who is this product for? Who is my avatar? What's this one person that I can put in my mind that's going to benefit from this product? Now you need to think about, where are these people? Are they on TikTok? Are they on YouTube? Are they still, blogging on Google? Where are they? You need to think about where they are so that you can cultivate a marketing strategy for that specific platform. So say the people you're targeting are on TikTok. What is TikTok known for? Videos, short form videos. They're starting to move into long form videos, but most people are still publishing short form videos. So now you need to think about, how can I advertise my product in short form videos? And there are a number of different strategies that you can employ here. So you can focus just on your product. You can do lifestyle type content. So how does this product fit into someone's lifestyle? You can also approach it from a benefits perspective. How can this product benefit you or solve your problem? or you can have an approach that's really just a combination of all of these things. So what I'm really saying here is start thinking about your marketing, start thinking about where you're going to be, and start thinking about your branding and how you can have a good, strong presence on whatever platform you choose. And the last thing I want to share with you today is the importance of getting samples. So even if you purchase my vendor list and you have a list of vetted vendors who are able to make your product, you still need to get samples. And this is important because the design on the screen may not look the same when you get it printed. The size on the screen may not look the same when you get it printed. So you do need to have a sample in your hand so you can know what the product looks like, so you can know the quality of the product, and then you can effectively market that product. So I don't want you to go in thinking that you just order a big batch, right? And you don't get a sample. We need to be making sure to get samples so we can see if this is something that's going to work for us and our brand. Now, of course, this is a little bit different if you are working with suppliers out of the country. So say in China, it's going to look a lot different for you. The suppliers in my ebook, More Than a Vendor List, are mostly US or UK based. And so samples get to you a lot faster. So just think about things like that as you're thinking about your launch date. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to launch this business in a month, will you get your samples in a month? Will you have enough time after looking at your sample to get your bulk order, right? So these are all things that you can think about. Another advantage of using US based suppliers, as we're on the topic, is that with US based suppliers, you can really do the pre-order strategy. Now, the pre-order strategy is something that I've talked about before on this channel, and it's essentially where you have a sample of the product, right? So I get a sample of this notepad, and I'm going to be making videos to promote this product, but on my website I actually have it listed as going to ship in 2 weeks, right? So I'm letting the customers know upfront that this is a pre-order, but that way you're able to collect orders, which means you're able to get some money and then use that money to actually buy your first set of inventory. Now that's what I did in my business. I ordered 10 sticky notes. Those got sold out. People were like, oh my gosh, it's sold out. I'm like, you know what? You can pre-order and it's going to get delivered to you in 2 weeks. You know what? I sold over 200 sticky notes with only having 10 in stock, right? So the pre-order strategy can work. It has worked for me, so I know it can work for you. You just have to have your marketing set up. I was making videos on these 10 sticky notes for probably like 2 weeks before the video took off and go viral, right? So you have to trust the process and you have to have a plan. So I know we've covered a lot in a short amount of time, and I didn't spend too long on any specific topic. I also have all of this written in a blog on my website, ShaniceDKDesigns.com, if you prefer to read. So I'm going to link that blog article in the description so you can go ahead and check that out, as well as I am available if you want to speak to me one-on-one to talk about just starting your stationery business or even any specific topic that I mentioned. And so I do hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in print on demand, so you're like, you know what, I don't even want to make this at home. I don't even want to manufacture anything and get it shipped out to me. I want to do something print on demand. Then go ahead and check out either of these 2 videos. So this one walks you through my experience selling journals on Amazon KDP. And then this one is going to teach you how to integrate Printify with Etsy so you can start your stationery business today. Now, until next time, keep designing your dream life and business, and I'm gonna see you in one of these 2 videos. Bye!